The trade deadline is the ultimate inflection point in a Major League Baseball season. For a team like the Toronto Blue Jays, currently hovering on the razor's edge of contention, it's a moment of truth. It's where a front office defines its belief in the current roster. Are you a buyer, a seller, or do you stand pat? As of June 8, 2026, with the Jays scratching and clawing their way back into the AL wildcard picture, all signs point to Ross Atkins being a buyer. And to buy, you need currency. The most valuable currency isn't always cash, it's controllable talent. While the Blue Jays nation rightfully views a prospect like Ricky Tiedemann as a near untouchable, foundational piece, the reality of building a trade package requires a different kind of asset. It requires a player who is good enough to headline a deal for a significant MLB piece, but whose path to contributing in Toronto is simultaneously blocked. Enter RJ Schreck. Right now, he represents the single most logical, high-value trade chip in the entire Blue Jays farm system. And the logic is built on a paradox. He may be too good to keep in AAA, but the big league club has no room for him. Let's break down the asset himself. When the Blue Jays acquired Schreck from the Seattle Mariners for Justin Turner back in 2024, he was seen as a solid organizational outfielder with a good eye. What the player development staff has unlocked since is a far more complete offensive profile. His 2025 season was a masterclass in ascension, climbing 4 levels to reach the Buffalo Bisons, posting an Kayatente Nukchusan Pamutan 854 OPS across a full season is impressive. Doing it while adapting to new pitching at every stop is the mark of a legitimate hitter. This season in Buffalo, the surface level numbers, a .84 OPS, 7 home runs, are solid. But rival front offices and scouting departments don't just look at the slash line, they dig deeper. The number that leaps off the page for RJ Schreck is his plate discipline. In 229 plate appearances, he has drawn 39 walks against just 44 strikeouts. Let's put that in perspective. A walk-to-strikeout ratio approaching 1.00 in AAA is an elite indicator. It signals a hitter who isn't just hunting fastballs or selling out for power. It shows an advanced understanding of the strike zone, the ability to recognize spin, and the refusal to chase. That skill, more than raw power or speed, is the one that translates most directly to the major league level. It's a skill that ages well and provides a high floor. GMs see that and don't see a prospect who might flame out. They see a future professional hitter who can work a count and get on base. At 25 years old, he is essentially a finished product, ready for his MLB shot. And that is precisely the problem from a Toronto perspective. Let's look at the 40-man roster and the current outfield alignment under John Schneider. The logjam isn't just a small obstacle, it's a multi-car pileup of left-handed hitting outfielders. You have Dalton Varsho, an elite defender with gold glove hardware and power, locked into a roster spot. You have Jesus Sanchez, acquired for his raw power from the left side, who provides a dimension the team needs. You have Addison Barger, whose positional versatility is his calling card, but who is primarily an outfielder at this stage. You have Nathan Lukes, a reliable fourth outfielder. And then there's the Yohendrick Pinango variable. Pinango was a Rule 5 draft consideration who has exploded onto the scene. He's performing now at the MLB level, and he's doing it on a league minimum salary. When a surprise rookie forces his way into the lineup and produces, it fundamentally alters the organizational depth chart. For Schreck, the path is completely blocked. There is no platoon role available. There is no injury that opens a long-term spot. He is a left-handed hitter on a team saturated with them. His value to the Toronto Blue Jays, internally, is as an insurance policy buried several layers deep. His value externally, to another organization, is as a potential starting corner outfielder who can be plugged into a lineup tomorrow and be under team control for 6 seasons. That value gap is where trades are born. So, what does a trade built around RJ Schreck look like? This isn't about acquiring a rental. Trading a player with 6 years of control for a guy with 2 months left on his contract is poor asset management, unless you're acquiring a true superstar. The target for a Schreck-centric package is a player who can help the Blue Jays win in 2026, 2027, and possibly beyond. The most obvious need is high-leverage bullpen help. The Jays' relief corps has been inconsistent, and winning in October is predicated on shortening the game. We're not talking about a middle reliever. A trade headlined by Schreck should target a setup man or a closer with multiple years of arbitration eligibility remaining. Think of a team that is clearly selling, with a reliever in his first or second year of arbitration who has a power arm and a proven track record in the late innings. Schreck becomes the centerpiece of a package. perhaps with a lower-level pitching prospect from the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, to acquire that cost-controlled, dominant arm that can transform the 7th and 8th innings at Rogers Center. Another possibility? A right-handed impact bat. Look at the lineup. It leans heavily to the left side. A controllable right-handed hitter who can play a corner infield spot or DH would provide much-needed balance against left-handed pitching in the AL East. Could Schreck be the main piece going to a team like the Rockies or Royals for a young, established righty bat who is a few years from free agency? It's a classic trading from a position of strength to address a weakness move, a hallmark of the Atkins front office. This move fits the front office's established pattern. Remember the trade that sent Gabriel Moreno and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. to Arizona for Dalton Varsho. The Jays had a surplus of catchers with Alejandro Kirk and Danny Jansen. They identified a need, left-handed power and elite outfield defense, and used their area of depth to acquire it. Trading Schreck is a move straight from that same playbook. It acknowledges the reality of the 40-man roster and leverages a valuable but blocked asset to improve the major league club for both the present and the near future. From a financial standpoint, it also makes sense. Schreck is on a minor league salary. The player acquired would likely be in his arbitration years, carrying a salary between $3 or $10 million, a number the Blue Jays can easily absorb without threatening luxury tax thresholds. It's an efficient deployment of resources, turning a non-roster prospect into an immediate impact player, while the competitive window with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette is wide open. This isn't an indictment of RJ Schreck. In fact, it's the opposite. It's a testament to his development that he has become this valuable. He has played his way into being a key piece that can help a team win. The unfortunate reality for him is that the team he can help most is likely not the Toronto Blue Jays, simply due to roster construction. For the Blue Jays to make a serious push through July, August, and September, they need another piece. They need to reinforce the bullpen or balance the lineup. Standing pat is not an option for a team this close. RJ Schreck is not just a name on a prospect list. He is the key that could unlock the trade that defines the Blue Jays' 2026 season. It's a win for him as he gets the big league opportunity he has earned, and it's a win for the Blue Jays, who get the immediate help required to turn a wild card chase into a legitimate postseason run. If you appreciate this kind of in-depth analysis that goes beyond the box score, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We'll be tracking the trade deadline developments every single day as the front office gets to work. Let us know in the comments what kind of player you think the Blue Jays should target using a chip like RJ Schreck.